Guys, please listen to me. I need help. Troy wanted to get together to collaborate on some videos. I flew out to his mansion, but he's tied me up and he has me captive. He said he's not going to release me until I do a week of uploads without missing a day. If you're hearing this, please go to his mansion. In the garage behind the Lamborghini Urus, there's a bookshelf. On the bookshelf is a globe. Spin the globe until Washington points to the book titled How to Acquire a YouTube Monopoly, and the secret passage will open. He's logged into my YouTube account and all of my socials. He's transferring all of the revenue over to himself. He's not the kind and innocent man that he's got you all to believe. Hey, Troy. Hey. No, I'm just recording a track walk. Yeah. Yeah, Suki's new track. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Okay. Please help me. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well today. Today, we are going to be playing a new track by Suki, and the reason that I'm very excited to try this is, in my eyes at least, and I'm sure a lot of the communities as well, Suki is notoriously known as like the freeride guy. He's made some absolutely incredible freeride maps on this game. I was going to say like freeride compound, but I don't think that's really the right word for it. But any sort of environment that you can think of, he's been there and he's done it. And as we can see from this little area here, we have some more of the same here today on this track too. However, that is not all we've got. We also have a disgustingly long, disgustingly fast, and apparently very fun and flowy outdoors track, which is why I want to give this a go. I want to see how his talents of building freeride stuff will translate over to actual racing as well. Now, in amongst all of this track, there is, you know, like fun bits here and there, like off-road stuff, getting your freestyle stuff into your general free ride. So for those of you that are more free ride inclined, I always do enjoy watching a free ride montage on this game. We have this here for you as well. I'm going to mostly focus on the track today, though, as that's kind of where my specialties lie. And I just want to kind of give some love to the attention to detail that he has thrown here, there, and everywhere as well. Just random shit that brings the track really to life, like basketball hoops. You know, got cars that all over the place. Over at the free ride section, freestyle section earlier, I saw we've got like the matting down as well that really stops the jumps and stuff from, you know, like going away with general like riding wear and like rain and things like that. The stuff you usually see more on BMX or mountain biking sort of tracks and jumps. So just really, really cool and interesting stuff. I just want to play the game a bit, spin some laps, and hopefully keep Master Troy happy and get a upload for you guys. So I hope you enjoy. Usually for something like this, I wouldn't bother to have the map on. However, you know how bad I am for actually going the right way around courses. Most of the time, if it's a brand new track, I'll end up going backwards in some regards. So I just want to see where we're going as well, because I imagine that on a track like this, there's probably going to be a whole bunch of blind jumps, which I don't want to just be sending it off to my doom, essentially. So we're going to see how she goes, and it should hopefully be fun, be very flowy. Suki said that it works well on both a 250 and a 450. So with that in mind, I think I want to try and just scrub a little bit on the 450. I imagine you'd probably have to stretch it out on the 2. Send this bad boy. I do like, he's done this on a few tracks as well. He's got people's logos on the landings of jumps in a big 3D aspect, and I cannot tell you how long in Blender it's taken me before to get 3D logos to actually import correctly, look good, be a smooth looking object as well, and not just be a complete waste of detail. It's very hard to do it well, so the fact that he just does it over and over again with everybody's different logos is very, very impressive stuff, to me at least. And you guys seem to like tracks that are more shut brain off, hold right trigger down, pin it and have fun, which I completely agree. They are very, very fun tracks. I think it's not always got to be serious, it's not always got to be pro-realistic one-to-one scale track, so we're going to try and have a bit more fun with it today. And I do have my normal reshade on. However, the track does look a little bit on the darker side, so I'm actually, once we take off this jump here, can we jump up and over this bridge? Maybe? I don't know, actually, because then there wouldn't really be a landing flat. Maybe not. Maybe you're not meant to jump up and over that. You're meant to scrub underneath instead. Let me try turning. What does it look like with it off? It's a lot dark with off. I am going to leave it on. I think it just makes everything look 10 times better. And I do get asked quite often about the reshade. It is, if you go to the MX Bike shop and you search for the Hurren compound, then within the description of that Hurren compound track, the reshade link is in there. It is Hurren's reshade that he made for that track. And I mean, that came out probably, what, like 2 years ago now, maybe more than that, and I still run it to this very, very day. So good stuff. I like it. It's very simple, very straightforward, but it is what it is. It gets the job done and makes everything look a little bit brighter. You know what I didn't run it for, though? The only thing it does not do a great job with is if tracks have a more like orange kind of dirt to them. Exactly how Arlington had round 7 of the Supercross Championship. Oh, I didn't realise this was part of the track itself. That is really, really cool. I love when people use some models and include it within the environment to make tracks more unique. I don't think we get enough of it. It is very difficult to do, which is why we don't get much of it. But Suki seems to be the man when it comes to all of the custom objects and texturing and stuff. So big W's on just that one little bridge. Hopefully we get a little bit more as well. As I said, it's meant to be quite a long... Oh, no. Oh, I knew that was going to be a big rebound. It's meant to be quite a long track, so we should hopefully get a few fun obstacles put in here. Let's go over that. Yeah, so the Arlington track, where it was very orange, when I had this reshade on, it was just way too bright. Even as soon as I downloaded the track, it was hurting my eyes. I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to go an entire night show rocking this. So I turned it off. Maybe that was my demise. If nobody's seen my Arlington race yet, do not worry. You didn't miss out on anything. An absolutely abysmal round again. But then again, my Glendale Triple Crown round was also really, really bad. So no, the Triple Crowns haven't been going too well, to be honest. There was a good amount of self-inflicted mistakes across the 3 races, but also getting very, very unlucky at the same time. I had a win stolen away from me from someone going off track and then kind of being backwards, going over a berm coming into my path, which took me out of first place. Which I was very, very unhappy with. In one of the other races, I was up in like a P4, and then a netcode kind of collision ended up taking me out, and I know it was netcode as well, because I ended up getting absolutely finger blasted by it, and the person I had contact with rode away as if there was no collision whatsoever, so W game in that regards. And then in third race, it's just... I can't remember what happened in third race. I think I just rode shit, to be honest. Just L game a moment. So we move on, we forget about those ones. And unfortunately, I think I've had one too many rounds like that where I do end up with maybe like a 6th, 7th overall. And the guys that I'm competing with just aren't going to have those sorts of bad results. So I don't think a win is really on the cards anymore. Which it does suck to say, but it's I feel like accepting it is probably the best thing. It makes you not be quite as annoyed by it. But I kind of got my goal done for the season, which was just to win one race. I've said it before, but I think every year that I've competed in this game, I'm pretty sure it's every year. Every indoors or outdoor season, I don't know if GPs is included in that off the top of my head, but I've won at least one overall. So I've got my one overall win this year, at Tampa, and that's all there is to it. We're gonna, if we can get another one throughout the year, big W. If not, we'll just try and do the best we can each week and hopefully have a somewhat entertaining stream for you gamers to sit and watch and enjoy. I went to an Arena Cross round the other day in real life, UK Arena Cross. It was round number 6, I want to say it was, at Manchester, and really, really fun time again. A massive shout out to BP, as always, for inviting myself and Raspa out to the event. It's always nice getting the behind the scenes, I won't say VIP treatment, but it just means you get to be back in the pits and have like a separate seating area than everybody else. But it was always a good time. It's actually nice socialising, getting a little bit of sun on this very, very pasty skin as well. And just good day all round. I was absolutely knackered, to be honest, by the end of it, because I got a total of 10 minutes, I think, sleep the night before. I actually ended up, so during the whole night, they have one race there, which is like a celebrity race. I couldn't tell you half the people that were in it, but they were all riding around on like KLX 110s, something like that, and it's only about a short 5-6 lapper, as you can imagine. On an Arena Cross race, that is very, very small. However, I did fall asleep in the sands during it, even if it was just for 1 or 2 minutes. That seemed to recharge me to keep going for the rest of the day. But yeah, I was ready for bed by the end of it, to the point where I couldn't stay up and watch the Supercross that night like I always do. I had to get up and skim through it all the next day, and I'll be honest, kind of glad I didn't stay up for it, because what a mid... Surely you're not meant... Surely... What? Huh? Sure you... okay, I was about to say, surely you're not meant to downside where I am now, but no, I believe you are meant to check up. That's kind of where the 250 and the 450 aspect seems to come into play. But yeah, no, Supercross, I just thought it was hella mid-racing. I'm glad I didn't stay up for it. Nothing too interesting other than Chase kind of throwing the last race away. I forgot to pick RM fantasy picks, but it surprisingly ended up not hindering me too much. I think my picks previously were Webb, Sexton, Roxon, Malcolm, Justin Cooper. So actually, if you think about it, it wasn't bad at all. It's only really Malcolm that done me dirty. And what's going on with Mookie? What's happened? He's had his one amazing race, and then he's kind of fallen off the cliff again since then. It's very upsetting. I'm a big Mookie fanboy. I want him to keep popping off and doing well. I think everybody does, to be honest. I don't know anybody that genuinely dislikes Malcolm at all. I was just trying to see. That's it in front of me, isn't it? Yeah. I was trying to see where that little free ride area was. I want to try and hit some jumps, hit some big whipper tails, maybe hit a couple of backflips in there as well. Let's get ourselves down here. And something that you are probably going to hate, which I'm still going to do, is do a little bit of third person. Right, so that's a landing. We do not want to take off of that. We're going to go around to the right. I've also got some I've got some tiny bits as well. Just small jumps. Oh, very small jumps. Jesus Christ. That does feel a bit more like mountain bikey than anything else. Where does... Because I don't want to accidentally keep going the wrong way. I want to make sure that I'm jumping the right direction that the track goes. So these are very, very small. I expected some of these to be a little bit bigger. Step up and over. Oh, we've got some graves dotted around as well. A little bit on the morbid side. Little wheelie. Call me Axel. Hopefully not break my hand, the same as Axel has done. Up and over that. Double again. Oh, get it. We're off. Oh, we're off. We're off. We're alive. We're not alive. And scoop. And during the whole arena cross experience as well, didn't meet as many people as I have done in previous outings, but I am aware that I have fallen off a little bit. But one person did get to meet who's kind of hot shit right now, really. In the, I was going to say, I don't even know, do they call it Super Minions in the UK? I don't think they do. But basically, he's in the 85s is Mr. Little John, old John Slade, and yeah, he really, really cool to watch. I mean, if anybody's seen like arena cross, UK arena cross finish lines in real life, for a rider like me at least, they are very, very intimidating. I probably wouldn't even end up hitting it on my 250, and then got him on a small 85, just going and setting it almost every single lap as if it's nothing. And you have to kind of take a step back at some point and just be like, wow, that is just disgustingly impressive. Then also got to see people like Dino riding in person as well, and it's just interesting seeing the levels that there are when it comes to motocross in general, because I feel like I've watched fast people before, and you see Super Ass and people like that in the indoor stuff in arena cross, but then Dino's just a different level to that. And then you watch him riding around, and there was one rhythm section there that was a triple quad, and some of the other fast boys, they are hitting it, but they're kind of having to really stretch that quad out to get into the corner. But Dean just manages to hit the same quad, same sort of seat bounce, but then also stay super low at the same time as doing it, and just gaining even more time. And then the whoop speed is just absolutely outrageous. Like, it's unreal. But then you kind of think about that as well and go, well, Dean's like top 10-ish if he was to do AMA right now. How fast are the 10 people in front of him going? If like, I couldn't fathom going any faster around that track than he is without people just wadding themselves. So it's it really is a mind-blowing thing, and it just reinforces that one day I do want to go to the US and watch an AMA Supercross race. I just think it's going to be absolutely mind-blowing. Whenever that happens, I have no idea. Maybe one day. We'll see. Flights are very, very expensive, unfortunately. That is the real limiting factor. But one day, we'll save up for it. We'll get there. So we've done the track. We've done the little main freestyle area. We also have some just random jumps dotted around. And I'm curious to see if this all links together or if they're just dotted here, then everywhere. It does seem to be the case that link together. Can we get a little... No. I was going to say, can we get a little backflip going off that? Your best bet might be trying to pop a wheelie before you drop off, and then the front wheel drop just before you leave the ground and do a fronty off of it. I imagine at some point through my Instagram reel scrolling, I will see Nate doing some sort of weird wheelie to front flip off of that dual drop off as he does. No idea how that man makes the bike smooth as he does. I was convinced at one point that he just wasn't using OEM, he was using like A kit or factory or something, but no, he does use OEM. He's just a hell of a lot better than most people at the freeride stuff. I can't fathom it. I'm so shit at freeride. I really, really am. No matter how much I try and do it, it doesn't move. I'm built for racing. I'm not built for throwing the bike here, there, and everywhere. So we've got more jumps over this way as well, but now I'm kind of caught in that issue of I don't want to ride over all the jumps backwards and then have to turn around and just do them the other way. So let's send this left side instead. I think we have to step down to here. I've gone way too far. It's going to be a backflip. Yep. No. Go on. What? I'm not complaining. But why halfway through that rotation did the bike just say, nah, we'll finish the rest of the barrel roll off for you? This is what I also try and tell people if ever I do coaching sessions. It's the game wants you to go forwards. The game wants you to go fast in a straight line, and most of the time it ends up helping you rather than you having to do anything yourself. I think too many people try fighting the bike too much, and a lot of the time it just ends up being counterproductive for them. You are much better off just leaving it and letting the bike do its own thing and just doing the bare minimum of inputs. And I guess that backflip barrel roll there was a prime example, really. Same with that front flip as well. You just don't lean the rider, just accelerate a little bit, keep it going in the right direction, and it'll end up coming straight again. This isn't going to go well. No, go on, don't roll back. Oh, perfect. That could have gone so much worse. Yeah, I imagine there's a way of linking all these jumps around as well, around the outskirts of the track. But if we are discussing just the track itself, exactly as it's described itself, just fast, fun, flowy, and you can't really ask for much more, to be honest. And he's done a very good job. I don't think it's his first. Maybe it is. I don't even know if it's his first actual like racetrack as such, because I mean, really, a racetrack is just a series of jumps like he builds anyway. Just built, I guess, a bit closer together with a few more turns thrown in there. So he's just doing what he's good at by making jumps that flow well with each other and condense them into a smaller area. So, I mean, it's a very good job well done. And I always enjoy playing a Suki track. They are some of the only free ride tracks I even bother downloading, just because I know that there is all kinds of rhythms and combinations involved in there. It spends a very long time. Everything always seems custom as well. It doesn't look like there's any copy and paste, like, oh, hey, I've made one massive booter jump, let me copy and paste it over and over again in different places to make it feel like there's lots of jumps when really there's just one kind. So he does a good job of it, is what I'm trying to say. So to Mr. Suki, thank you very much for releasing this for us. Not much else to say, really. Hopefully we'll upload a little bit more from completely my own doing, not being held hostage or anything like that at all. Please help me. And subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this video and you want to see some more. And like the video as well if you did enjoy it. That's always helpful for the channel. Number getting bigger makes my ego get bigger also. So can't be a bad thing. And enjoy the rest of your day, wherever you're up to. I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.